Hello everybody, my name is RPG and welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force 3. Today we're going to have a look around the lovely little town of Baersol, which it is quite nice, isn't it? I mean, we are going to continue our conquest, but we're not the bad guys. That's unfortunate. Just because we're bad guys doesn't mean we're bad guys, right? I'm sure it's fine. So we're here. We need to chase after Araunt and Araunt and Garvin have obviously been here. I think in terms of the timeline, this is probably around the point where Prince Araunt gets killed. So like, we're coming up to the end of Scenario 1. And obviously Scenario 2 continues on for like a brief stint after the end of Scenario 1. For like the bit with the tank and the gate. I'm not going to buy anything here probably, so I'm going to just ignore him. Aha! So that's the ruins map for this chapter. Ooh, a book. Oh, they all look complicated. I'm not even allowed to read. How awful. Do you have any deals, just out of curiosity? Only things that I've sold. Which, that Shiva sword might actually have been pretty handy for our buddy General Proden. Thinking about it. But, didn't think about that when I sold it. So I don't have it anymore, and that's a bit of a shame. I don't think there's any... Oh, come on. I don't think there's any items in the weapon shop. The only things I can think of are, from what I remember, I'm pretty sure Mithril is here as a deal. And these accessories, which, like, they're okay. There's Mithril in the deals, though. It's like 3 or 4. I'm not sure if I'll probably end up buying those, to be honest. I'm not 100% decided, but it's pretty likely. Oh, actually, while I'm here, I need to bring honesty back to life, don't I? But yeah, there's actually quite a lot of nice things to find here. Tucked away in this little town. There's 2 stat-up items, which I'm, of course, going to use on Julian. Let's bring honesty back. I haven't had to actually revive anyone in ages. Also, like, look at my money, right? I remember in Scenario 2, when I got to storage, I think, and was finally able to make mithril weapons, I could barely afford to do it for everyone. But here, like, I think I can do, like, a solid... Well, actually, I can't do everybody. But I can very easily make mithril weapons for a whole bunch of people. And in fact, actually, maybe the entire force, because Rolly and Thousand don't get mithril weapons. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they just don't. I'm assuming this Harold person is someone we're going to find out about soon. The mages won't get mithril weapons either. Gracia doesn't. So that's 5 people out of the 12 that don't. I think I can probably afford 7 mithril weapons. Like, with accounting for the fact that I'm going to get to sell some of the stuff that they're already using. Okay, so Harold is important to Lord Brutus. That's what I've picked up so far. I'm imagining maybe he's his son. That would be a safe bet anyway. No, Elbasum. Elbasum definitely doesn't care about you. That's almost certainly the problem. This is the smithy. Which I'm pretty sure there's an item or 2 tucked away in here. Of course I'll leave you be, don't worry. I'm genuinely not here to murder all of you, it's fine. Smithy? Yes, smithy. I don't know where in here it is. There it is. Well, that was nice and easy, wasn't it? Is this book too complicated? Okay, so but he has to keep his furnace hot or he can't make anything. That makes sense. Let's leave that there then. I'll be coming back to do some blacksmith grinding off screen. I'm thinking I'm going to do the whole town, do the cutscenes to get out of the town into the next fight, and then egress out of that fight and do it all there. Ah, so this is the... Where's Thousand when he's at home? Can Rolly talk? Out of curiosity. Oh. Rolly can talk, apparently. Why isn't Thousand in the HQ? I mean, Cyclops isn't here either, but... how unusual. Well, the only thing that's, like, down in this part of it is only one behind here. Oh, there is. There's a guy hiding. Okay, so you're from Saraband. And you've been brought here for reasons I'm not entirely sure, but here you are. So I think this is the inn. It's a nice big building, so it's probably the inn, yeah. Nothing in those, okay. We fled from storage. I mean, I suppose it makes sense, because this seems to be, like, pretty out of the way in terms of the Republic. It's kind of, like, near the edge. It's near the border with the Empire. Which is interesting. Because I thought Storage was the... Actually, no, Storage is, like, near Aspinia. No, Aspinia is the name of the Republic. It's near Aspia Castle itself. Okay, so we have to pass through some ancient ruins. Okay. A lot of merchants in town. Okay, makes sense. Oh, hello, Anoma. I thought you had a weird, unusual sprite. Didn't realise it was you, though. You'll be important eventually. So I think I'm at the point now where I've got 12 party members, and I have to start thinking about making cuts. The next character, I've got a vague idea of who they are. I don't really care for them. I'm probably not going to use them. The next character after that, I've never actually recruited before, so that'll be an interesting one. But again, I'm probably not going to use them. I might show off some of the weird characters in this scenario, like, in their own video later on. But they're not going to be part of, like, the main team. And then the next character after that, so the third character from now, definitely is going in the party. Oh, actually, oh, there's all these things here. There's something in one of them, I'm pretty sure. Ah. Large mithril is very handy. Is there anything in the shelves? A secret diary, but I didn't look at it. Aren't I nice? Well, let's head upstairs. Oh, hello. Oh, are you the Republican refugees? Oh, no, you weren't. Baersol almost to the south. Interesting. You're the same people, you've got the same models as the refugees from the train fight, though. From way back when. Or refugees from the capital. Okay. So, I mean, Aspia doesn't really seem to be doing terribly well. Which, to be fair, though, we know because... like, we finally returned there as Symbios and then had to immediately leave. And there was a whole issue with General Fafford and then the murder of Symbios' dad. Poor Prince Median and his sad, sad eyes. Yeah, we don't know what happened to Braff, did we? Because he didn't die. He got full-on spirited away by a dragon. Money is always nice. And there's people in here. Well, the thing is, what you don't know there is that giant warrior was beaten to death. Like, it was just bludgeoned to death with blunt force trauma. I wouldn't be so scared about it. But I mean, I guess these guys don't know that, do they? Actually, yeah, I assume then, where we are in the story here, must be, like, literally be, this must be where, like, the encounters at the King's City fights happen, and the Titan is destroyed and Araunt is killed. Which is pretty neat, actually. So we know, like, we're on a collision course for this conflict with Median and Symbios. So I'm going to go out on a limb and assume Chapter 3 here is the... We're going to meet up with them. Yeah, they're in... Scenario 2 is in its Chapter 6 at this point. So yeah, we must be like on a collision course for that. I'm not sure if there's anything tucked away in these houses. Hair restorer and a wig. Oh, well, that explains all the palm trees, so that's quite nice. Well, the thing is, right, she's mentioning that all the people they count on are being defeated and killed, but, I mean, that's kind of the name of the game here. If you have a portrait, you either die or join someone's army, pretty much. Or you're like an important noble. At which point you have a pretty likelihood chance that you'll die. You're probably going to die. Yeah, I guess Baersol is pretty out of the way. Yeah, the local garrison is all dead. I'm sorry about that. But it does seem that Brutus is under the thumb of the Bullsome sect. That was a convenient quick find. He's on a crutch, bless him. I guess these are all wounded. Huh. Okay. So, yeah, I guess these guys are the ones that just couldn't fight. And they're just wounded here in the barracks. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like literally like the actual soldiers just don't have a clue what's going on. Oh no, I wonder if some of these are soldiers from the Braff army. Victory is possible with overwhelming numbers. I suppose that's technically correct, although not really sound battle strategy. We have done no such thing. I like how everyone thinks we're an Imperial army, but just because we got Bresby with us. Even though we've got, like, you know, the Child of God with us. And Donhorse, who's like an old Republican hero. Everyone's just like, oh, you got Bresby there, the Owlman. Oh, these guys, bad news. Definitely Imperials. Yeah, I guess, like, not even the people seem to understand what's going on. Which is fair enough, really. Lord Brutus established friendly relations, did he? Well, like, Brutus, from what I can tell, he was a good guy. Like, he was the second in command. I mean, it's a little bit dubious that he's got this, like, this town which is clearly so nice. Purely because the rest of the Republic is pretty destitute. So something is a little odd. But in general, Brutus doesn't seem like a bad character. But he has sided with Araunt and Garvin and the Bullsome sect for whatever reason. Or so it seems. It's possible that he's being coerced, like Proden was. I guess we'll find out pretty soon, probably. Oh, okay. Okay, so maybe Brutus is just drunk with Bullsome sect power instead. I mean, okay. Immediately dispel all the foreshadowing that I was thinking about. There's one item in particular here that's really fiddly and hard to get, and that's There's a mithril in this tree for some reason. But you've got to, like, line up with it perfectly. Because it's one of those objects where if you just try and brush up against it, you kind of... Well, I mean, I nailed it there, but generally you, like, move around it because it's not, a flat edge. Right, Brutus's mansion is the last place we need to explore. Okay, so his wife and son are locked in the cellar, so that's interesting. I imagine he did that as a result of becoming a demon, perhaps? I mean, weird, but fine, I guess. Is there anything on this table? Because I'm pretty sure there might be. Or maybe it's not this table. Yeah, maybe it's not this table. Either way, that's the cellar. I'm avoiding the cellar for now. Anything in this one? No? Okay. Nothing in that. Anything in the... Ah. I mean, well, I guess that's a bit of extra gold when I inevitably sell that. But there we go. Okay, so yeah, they want to steal Aspie from King... Oh, okay. Well, I mean... I guess that's technically correct. Like, Araunt wants to conquer it to earn his father's favour, I think. I'm pretty sure. That sounds right, anyway. Yeah, okay, so Brutus was a good guy, and now he isn't. Pretty much. Cheeky potion. Always nice. Cheeky bit of extra money. I think I've got all the items now. The only thing I'm missing is the item in the cellar. I'm pretty sure. Which I'll collect during the story segment. Harmony diplomacy is outdated. Fair enough. I guess Brutus is just, collecting books on... Well, we can't all live peacefully together, so some of you have to suffer. Sorry. Okay, so the only bit in the town that's actually super important is this sort of sequence here. So I'm going to cut this here and just have the cutscenes that lead into the next fight in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you next time.